Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play episode none other than 29 of ThroneBreaker, The Witcher Tales. Okay, as you know, the way I'm putting these up is, again, completely randomly in the sense it's going to be ThroneBreaker this week, ThroneBreaker, then Gwyneth, ThroneBreaker, you know, etc. So, I'm planning to record maybe 4 episodes today, maybe and then jump on for 4 episodes for Gwyneth. I'm not sure. I might just go for 8 today if the next time do Gwyneth. Anyway, let's continue anyway with where we left off. I believe we covered everything here. With the map. And I remember I looked back for that one thing I missed. That one special thing. Apparently I did the wrong decision when I could have had it, so. Because I think everything else was complete, wasn't it? Only this place to go now. Basically, these are sort of the golden chests. As you saw at the start, and I apparently did the wrong thing. This is the whole thing you had to do it, so I have to leave that golden chest, what sucks. But to tell me the golden chests. Can't remember. Anyway, I'll enter. Section end. So 8 hours, 1 minute. Quest complete 14, puzzle complete 8. There, see, I'm missing 1. But I think if I start the game again, I can get that, the one I'm missing. But hopefully, it's still good, Continue.
Neve had ridden out of Lyria in early spring, her retinue modest, as none larger was needed for the brief summit of sovereigns. She returned now to her capital, at the head of an army that dragged behind it bandits and Nilfgaardian prisoners in chains. The whole city came out to greet her, its traders, craftsfolk, priests. Also, her eldest son and heir, Prince Willem. A boy who, it seemed, might never be prepared to rule.
Is that it? Okay, I get the click.
Neve and Willem rode side by side past the cheering throngs, their faces frozen in regal smiles. It was not until they reached the castle stables that they found a corner in which to speak freely, candidly.
Welcome home, Mother.
You're welcome.
Content I am to see you, to be sure.
You reminds me of someone. Who's he remind me of? Just realised my mic is a mile away. I've not put it next to me, so that's probably why you can't hear me very well. Okay, let me grab the mic quick. Oopsie. Rookie mistake, I've been doing this for a few years now. Oops. Oh well. Anyway, hopefully you could hear all that first part of the conversations and what I was saying. Let me get some room here. Okay, the mic's next to me, so you'll be able to hear me a lot better now. If you didn't hear me, just quickly go over this again. This is episode 29 of ThroneBreaker, The Witcher Tales. I'm IVATOPIA, and as you know, this is a spot of Gwyneth. I will maybe do a couple episodes of Gwyneth, then I might do an episode of this, and I might do 3 episodes of this, and another 2 episodes of Gwyneth, and another, basically how I put them up. So tune back for this slot each week for either Gwyneth, the multiplayer section, or ThroneBreaker, the single player section. Even though I class them as different things, like this is ThroneBreaker 29, when Gwyneth, I can't even remember what I'm up to, 50, 60, whatever, etc. Okay, I can't believe I left the mic on the other side. Basically, I'm recording this on my computer, and probably 89% of the stuff I record is on my wife's computer. And so the mic was on the left-hand side, all the way over there. And they're here going, yeah, it's good, yeah, oh, where's the mic? You probably didn't hear a word of it. If you did, it's very, very quiet, but that's the reason why. Okay, it's next to me now, so I should be a lot louder. Anyway, I was trying to say before I realised the mic. Good job he has distracted me. Because I was like, who did you remind me? Who did you remind? I was like, put my hand on my chin, and my eyes suddenly went, oh, the mic's over there. Oh, you probably don't hear a word I'm saying, you know. Okay, but seriously. I'm thinking, Game of Thrones. He's in my head, I can't think who it is. Is it the Lovejoy guy? Lovejoy, the guy who had his little, you know, peck, cut up into sausages and eaten. Him. You know, like the prince or the true lord or whatever, the Black Isles. I can't think of his name. I'm thinking it reminds me of him a little bit. And if I wasn't supposed to be his mother, basically, if he was a different female, I would probably ask him, Do you have a wiener down there to be eaten? But being his mother, that's very inappropriate. As you don't, as you say. And again, then she would know, wouldn't she? Unless it happened recently. So I've been away. So, anyway, moving on. Welcome home, Mother. Content, I am to see you, to be sure.
And I'm happy to see you. Though I dare say I'd have been much happier to witness you leading an army towards Dravigrad.
Oh yeah, didn't go, did they? Shames him.
Willem, I trusted you. Left the realm in your care.
Indeed. And I, in turn, did my utmost to choose the best course for...
For what, Calvus?
Willem, don't be so damned courtly. There's no one else here. My son. Nilfgaard has invaded our home. We're at war. When rulers don't strive and don't choose, when rulers grab their swords and shields and ride out to defend their subjects.
You didn't let me finish.
You kind of paused. Well, very well, say your piece.
All right. Say what you wanted to, please.
I feared I'd be hasty, Mother, and I didn't want to be. When we got
Right.
word of the invasion, the lords convened at the castle. They demanded I hear them out. They wanted to give me counsel.
Okay.
If I'd rushed into the field to confront the foe, I'd have been half blind to the situation, not known all the options I had at my disposal.
Sounds like Cal talked to me, but okay,
A
Karen.
ruler never knows all the options. Yet he must decide and act nonetheless. I need to prepare. I'll see you at the Council of Peers.
But basically his response was, it wasn't my fault, theoretically.
And indeed she did, when the peers convened in the throne room. Surrounded by animal hides and Zerrikanian tapestries, the lords stood in tense silence, awaiting the queen. When her figure filled the doorway, they fawningly prostrated themselves.
This is what?
We've myriad matters to resolve, so I trust you're well rested. Whatever the case, I've no doubt we shall meet the dawn afore we're done. Firstly, we must ask assistance. Pen a letter to King Demavend. Scribe, take this down. Dear... What? Uncle? Cousin? Blast. Again. I, Meve, by the god's grace, sovereign of Rivia and...
Your Grace, Mother,
Yes?
the peers and I, we've come to propose another solution.
What? Put your head between your legs again and shake like last time.
Yes, out with it.
We wish to acknowledge Nilfgaard's authority, pledge fealty to the Emperor.
What? Okay, and I've not played this for a couple of months because of, you know, the builder being here and everything. But, unless I'm mistaken, wasn't Nilfgaardian invading us? And you want to pledge to them? I thought one of them actually came and said, I want you to bow a knee for him and that as a messenger, and to send a message back, I chopped his head off and sent it back to him or something. So yeah, here's your messenger. We know, and then like, yeah, we're just going to pledge to you, like, you know, like 10 minutes later. What?
I beg your pardon.
Exactly.
The black-clad hordes outnumber our forces manyfold, and they're far better equipped. We stand not the slightest chance against them in open...
You will not lecture me about
Wow.
Nilfgaard's army, my son.
You didn't even see him.
All you know of them you garnered from coloured renderings, whereas I faced them at Dravigrad.
Definitely.
I faced them and crushed them.
Yeah, crushed them into you little wimp. You did now you did.
But your grace, the losses. For this fleeting victory in which you delight, how many of your subjects had to perish? Bend a knee afore the Emperor, and you shall spare thousands.
Nay, never. Understood, Caldwell. Not ever.
No. We're winning, back off. If you did your job right, I wouldn't be here now.
I'd hoped to persuade you, but it seems I've failed.
Yeah, you have.
Nonetheless, the die's been cast. We've signed the accord with Nilfgaard.
What?
Our noble lords stand with me.
The blood left Meve's face.
Seriously?
She had realized her son, who had ever professed to detest politics and shirked his duties as crown prince, had just stabbed her in the back.
Wow.
As had her entire court.
Wow. Seriously?
What is this? Treason to my eyes. The gallows is what awaits you.
Willem rules Lyria now. And should you not acquiesce and approve the accord, I fear only you, milady, shall have the pleasure to meet the hangman.
Wow.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Caldwell. My mother will not be harmed. Not one hair on her head.
Your
Understood?
butt's gonna be hard if you don't do something about
Find
this.
the Queen to the tower.
Train
You
scumbag.
err deeply, my son.
Little
The
scumbag.
queen was confined to a cell.
Wow.
Gilded armor she had traded for a simple robe. A courtly retinue for a swarm of rats. She was the very picture of misery. At the window of her cell, gripping the bars, Neve stood powerless. Her anger so great she wept and wailed. Her Lyria was free no more.
Card lost. The card has been removed. Warbridge. Oh, I lost the card. Oh, it's probably because it's supposed to be my army, isn't it? Yep, I lost my army. Fudge! I made some of these too, didn't I? Oh, seriously. Okay, this sucks. Seriously?
Have I come at a bad time?
Yeah, you little traitor.
Demons take you, Caldwell. You've long been at this scheme, haven't you? You left the strays of Sparla to roam the realm, to forage, so that I would have to look to them. And thus gained your cohorts the time they needed to complete Lyria's sail to Nilfgaard.
You've seen through it all, that's clear. After the fact, of course.
Feed
But
you the
still,
pigs after this. You fat boy.
Willem, you turned him. How?
the boy's not fit to wear the crown. Hasn't sufficient wit nor valor. I know this. You know this. Just, he knows it not. Willem fancied himself a statesman. Wished terribly to prove he was one. I made it possible. I've been amply rewarded, I have. Palatine since just yesterday, in fact.
You'll have neither my blessing nor congratulations. Sorry to disappoint you.
I seek neither. I've come for another reason. To bid you adieu. Willem does not seek your death. Does not even fathom it, as you well know.
Are you going to kill me?
Moreover, his resolve will wilt in time, and he'll wish to free you. So, come the morn,
I'll be dead.
when the young king rides out to pledge fealty for General Epdahi,
Yep.
you shall use your bed linens to hang yourself.
I will not.
I see. You wish to see me bow afore you, lie prostrate, beg you for mercy. Plough yourself with a pike, Caldwell. And you needn't send your thugs. I'll not falter nor hesitate. I'll take my own life.
No.
Adieu,
don't.
your grace. And use your last evening wisely.
You have to get out of here.
Neve felt a rush of despair, yet bit her lip to mute any weeping. No, she would not give Caldwell the satisfaction.
Good. 'Cause I don't want to.
Morning arrived with the sound of footsteps in the corridor. Neve rose from her cot and stood in the center of her cell. She was prepared for anything. Well, nearly
Ah,
anything.
crud.
The Duke of Dogs.
I helped you, didn't I?
Titles seem senseless under the circumstances, don't you think?
Did I help
Let's
him? I don't
forgo
remember.
them. I'm Gascon.
Yeah, didn't I try to kill him, but it failed him to be escaped? You know, I didn't actually try to kill him.
Has Caldwell sent you? To kill me?
A no and a no. Actually, you're free. How shall I put this? That cad, Count Caldwell, used yours truly and the strays as bait in a scheme aimed at kicking your shapely backside off your throne. Now, I'm hardly vindictive. First to forgive, in fact. Take your threat to send me to the gallows. Forgotten already.
Oh yeah, I
Yet
did
being
friend that,
played
didn't
for a fool, I cannot abide.
I did friend did it though, didn't I?
So when the strays freed me, I knew what I'd do to spite the Count afore I disappeared. I'd free you. That's to say, on one condition.
What? Let's get this.
You've got to request it of me, my lady.
Seriously?
Courteously.
Seriously? Seriously? Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. Oh, Oh. And we're gonna pick next episode. So please like, please subscribe, please share this video, and tune in next time. I believe this. Bye, everyone.